This is Great Campaigns of the American Civil War. We're playing Thunder on the Mississippi, and this is the advanced game, full campaign, and it's the situation at the end of turn 14. This particular turn ended early, so about a good third of the units didn't manage to actually make any move at all. The weather's been okay in this particular period. The sort of tactical random events have been Confederate manpower paralysis, and we've had Union intelligence. The main actions have been a series of battles around this area here. What's it called? Fivemile Creek. Now the Union have managed to force their way across there. Now the real problem was the Confederates decided to make an attack which failed, and that really put them in a bit of a mess, and the Unions have been able to force them out of those positions along the creek, and things aren't looking particularly clever. The Confederates actually had to bring in part of their sort of field reserve here to try and build the main army back up to strength. They've still got this unit that's in a bit of a mess, that's become isolated. The Confederate Army of Relief has finally started forming up. That sort of starts intervening at a certain point. I think it's in the strategic phase. You have to sort of roll for that to actually come into actual action on the board. The thing about these is all these units have got green boxes around their troop quality markers. Greg's is the only unit that's a bit of an oddball, as it can release and join the Vicksburg armies rather than being in the relief force. Other areas, the Confederates have blown, well, they've destroyed another few ferries, but the problem with doing this is the Union can rebuild those destroyed ferries and get across the big river, the big Black River. It's getting uncomfortable for the Confederacy. They're getting really stretched strategically. They have to maintain some sort of field army over here, which is taking up a lot of their strength. Now they could just say, let's just forget this and pull everyone back across the big Black River, and that would leave the Army of Relief, when it arrives, it would have to fight a lot of Union troops, and effectively a siege would come into play pretty soon as you cut loose from your positions on the east of the big Black River. The Union are getting a steady amount of reinforcements coming in, but so are the Confederacy. They're not totally devoid of reinforcements. It's going to be interesting, this come and go, because there is a strategic phase, because it's turn 15 now, and once every 5 phases. But it's not looking clever for the Confederacy at this particular moment. I suspect they're going to have to retreat over 14-Mile Creek and try and defend there, maybe using Baker's Creek up here as to hold the flank of the position. I can't see how they're going to keep the Union away from the rail line without fighting a major engagement at a disadvantage. But anyway, that's the situation at the end of turn 14.